Rock and the M changed to a V.
Okay. Okay, so this is Michelle K, Life in Los Altos, and I'm here with Florence Listvan. And what we're going to talk about today is the 1933
March 10th.
March 10th, 1933. So if you could just tell me your memories of it, I'd really appreciate it, Florence.
Well, it was 5 minutes to 6 o'clock on March 10th, 1933. My sister lived next door to me, and I had been over visiting her, and since it was dinner time, I was just going home, but I came around the corner of the house when the earthquake struck. I had to grab onto the corner of the house to stand up because it was shaking so much back and forth. So I was going around to get back to the back of my house to go in and have dinner, and everything was shaken off of the stove and that, so my father had to build a fire in the backyard to finish cooking our dinner.
Oh, wow.
So we ate outside. And that evening I slept in a big chair. It was cold. March
Yeah.
weather was cold at night, and I slept in a big chair outside because we were afraid to sleep in the house.
Sure.
And all our schools went down because they all were built with bricks. And so with the shaking, they all tumbled down, so all our schools were closed for 3 weeks. So we didn't have any school. Then we went back and got assignments, and finally they put up tent buildings for us to go to school in.
Oh, I was going to say, because I didn't have, what do they put up now? The temporary...
Buildings.
The buildings, yeah, I can't think of the word, so tents back then. What day of the week was that?
Oh, gosh.
Was it a weekday? It wasn't a weekend then? Like you had been in school earlier in the day and then...
I'm sure I was.
Yeah.
I can't remember what day it was.
Huh. Yeah, that's what everybody said. Thank goodness that it had happened at that...
when we weren't in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people... I lost one cousin who, he lived down on 7th Street, and there was a big brick building next to his home. And in the back, they had garages and apartments above, and he had a little workshop there. He was 13, and he liked to work in the workshop, and his mother was an invalid, so he was very good about helping to take care of her. And so when the shake started, I'm sure he thought of his mother. He started running along next to that building, and the brick building fell over on him.
Oh, wow.
And all was sticking out was his feet. His father dug him out from under the bricks and took him to the hospital, but he passed away.
Oh, my goodness. That's
So that was
horrible.
kind of a shock.
Yeah, that is a shock. How old are you? Do you mind me asking?
And now?
No, how old were you in
I
1933?
probably was about, let's see, I was born in 18.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, 28, 30. Okay, so you were...
I was in junior high.
Junior
I
high.
was about 13, I think.
Okay. So, yeah, you remember it pretty vividly, huh?
I remember after that when we finally did get back. No, I guess it was before that. We had earthquake drills, and we were taught to stand in the doorway. I remember one time in the drill, my girlfriend, she was in the doorway. All the rest of us were under the desk.
How funny.
So it was funny.
Yeah. All right. Well, the anniversary's coming up. The 80th anniversary, and I don't think have felt anything. Thank God. Let's all knock on wood.
Yeah.
That strong, but
Not that strong. I felt a couple, fairly big ones after that, but
nothing
like
that compared to that. Yeah, and so
I mean, luckily it didn't damage our house, but we were afraid to go back in the house that night.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of little aftershocks and that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again, Florence. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, I've never had an interview like this before, so it's been kind of fun.
Something different, right?
I'm only 94 now.
Oh, yeah, I should have asked you, and you're 94. Oh my goodness, you're in great shape, and you just
Mem and I have been friends for many years through church.